Good morning, everyone. I'm Bruce King, your Government Affairs Director. I'm sorry I can't be there in person with you this morning, but we're going to go over a few things about what I do for you as far as Government Affairs Director is concerned. Primarily, I work with local units of government, but I also work with the state legislature and members of Congress to help write and pass legislation that is beneficial to not only you as a real estate professional, but for land use issues, zoning issues, and especially housing issues, which is so very important right now. We're going to spend the next few minutes going over what is called the Realtor Party, and that is a three-pronged approach to real estate. It's vote, act, and invest. And we'll touch on all three of those in just a few minutes, but first, here's a little better explanation of what we're going to be talking about.
Can we talk? Can we just get real and talk? Imagine a world where you couldn't post a for sale sign in a client's yard. Or suppose your independent contractor status was jeopardized and you were required to punch a clock at your broker's office. Or what if Congress abolished the mortgage interest deduction? How would it affect your business? Look, they say avoid talking politics at parties, but these scenarios just might happen without the Realtor Party. The Realtor Party. It's not the Republican Party or the Democratic Party or even a gala. It's the advocacy arm of the Realtor organization that fights for you and your business. As a Realtor, you are on the front line, helping Americans realize the dream of home ownership. You feel the pressure of onerous taxes, government overreach, and regulations that get it wrong. But you are not alone. Through the Realtor Party, we support candidates at home, in the state capitol, and in Washington, D.C., who understand your business needs. They champion our issues so more people can become homeowners. From protecting the mortgage interest deduction, to defeating unreasonable rental restrictions, to supporting balanced growth initiatives. The Realtor Party is there, and the Realtor Party is effective. But we can't do it alone. We need your help to vote, act, and invest in our PAC. Vote, act, invest. Supporting the Realtor Party is something we should all talk about, and frankly, something we should all do.
Whether it's City Hall, the State House, or the U.S. Capitol, the mission remains the same. The Realtor Party speaks with one voice to advance candidates and policies that uphold private property rights, real property ownership, strong communities, and a vibrant business environment. Our local level activities have increased. We've gained political clout through legislative victories in every corner of the country, including Wisconsin. State and local realtor associations here have expanded their community and political presence, all because of the actions of the Realtor Party. In the past two legislative sessions here in Wisconsin, WRA has managed to pass over 120 separate pieces of legislation beneficial to homeowners, landowners, and you as realtors. Most of those bills were passed with bipartisan support. At the same time, the Realtor Party has been working to prevent policies and regulations that harm our business and the real estate industry, including mortgage interest deduction, property taxes, and sales taxes on services. So how does the Realtor Party accomplish all these things? Well, we support candidates who support our issues, regardless of whether they're a Democrat, Republican, or independent. We urge policymakers to support pro-real estate issues and running issue campaigns to support or defeat ballot initiatives, state constitution changes, and more, through member-driven community actions and involvements that make our cities and neighborhoods even stronger. For example, last spring, your Realtor Association supported the candidacies of John Lohr and Terry Weld. They were both elected to the Eau Claire City Council. Terry Weld was elected council president. We've had a number of our members that have served on city councils, county boards, school boards, and plan commissions, and volunteer their time on plan commissions, waterways and parks commissions, and landmarks commissions, just to name a few. RPAC, which is the Realtors Political Action Committee, go hand in hand with the Realtor Party. It's funded by completely voluntary investments from members like you. The Realtor Party and RPAC work together to elect Realtor champions who help to advance issues that matter to the industry and property owners, as well as to help build strong communities. The partnership is what makes us a force to be reckoned with at the local, state, and national level. So far, WRA is the fourth largest lobbying group in the state of Wisconsin in this legislative session. RPAC at the national level is the number one political action committee in the United States and will stay that way for a long time to come, thanks in part to your investments. But the Realtor Party goes beyond supporting candidates with money. Once elected to public office, we're there to communicate with all elected officials on issues that are important to our industry. More than politics, the Realtor Party is about community outreach and issue engagement as well. Since realtors usually live in the same communities where they work, they benefit from improving their communities. That's why it's important that realtors are active members of their communities and support issues that matter to real estate and their clients. For example, one of the fun things that we get to do in this association is we write a lot of grants from NAR. In fact, your association writes more NAR grants than the other 19 associations in Wisconsin combined. Placemaking is probably one of the most popular ones that we have an opportunity to write. The placemaking program helps to make public places and spaces better, or a place people just want to go. It's a way for realtors and realtor associations across the country to get involved with building community gardens, creating spaces for artwork, installing park benches, and much more. It's part of 80 programs that NAR provides to you as a realtor. So let's bring the Realtor Party down to the basics. As we mentioned at the start of this program, it comes down to three things: vote, act, and invest. First, make sure you're registered to vote, especially if you've moved recently. You may not know this, but 17% of members across the United States are not registered to vote. That's 225,000 realtors. We're a lot better here in Wisconsin. 5% of our realtors are not registered to vote, but with 16,500 members statewide, that's still a pretty significant number, and with many close races over the past few years and a huge election coming up in the next year, that could make all the difference in the world. There are voter registration tools available through the Realtor Action Center website at www.realtoractioncenter.com. So second, get involved in your local association. Serve on a committee, participate in advocacy and community outreach events, because we really do need you and we appreciate all the input that we can get. Make sure you're responding to calls for action from the National Association of Realtors or the Wisconsin Realtors Association. Now, calls for action send messages from you to your national and state legislatures about issues that are important to your business. There are over 1,300,000 realtors across America. Just think if everybody responded to a call for action for something. For example, national flood insurance is always one that is very important to realtors. Through the Realtor Party mobile alert system, the texting platform of NAR, it's really simple. All you have to do is respond to the call for action. It takes 4 seconds to do so. But maybe you haven't signed up yet, so let's take care of that right now. Realtor Party mobile alerts will alert you to calls for action on your phone. So here's what we're going to do right now. We're going to do this right now. For the last 3+ hours, you've been staring at your name card. And you've been staring at this number that's been staring back at you for the last 3.5 hours. That is your NRDS number. That's how you are identified at NAR. It's more affectionately called your NERDS number. That's right, you're all nerds. But that number is going to come in handy. So if you would pull out your phone right now, and this is how we're going to sign up. If you've already done it, fine, you can help out someone that hasn't. If you haven't, open up your phone, text the word Realtor, REALTOR, to 30644. Text the word Realtor to 30644. That's it. That's all you have to do. You put in your name, you'll probably have to put in that 9-digit NERDS number. So that's all you have to do, really, to get signed up is type in the word Realtor and text it to 30644. Now, the third part, investing in RPAC. The Realtors Political Action Committee helps fund candidates that support our business on federal, state, and local levels. RPAC has an impact right here in our own community. RPAC, by the way, is 50 years old as of 2019. As of 2019, your local association has its own PAC, and it's celebrating its 40th anniversary, which means some of that money stays right here and works in our community to support local and state candidates in our association and elsewhere. Now, there are 3 different levels in RPAC. One you'll be able to see as early as next month when you get your dues billing statement. It's a voluntary $35 RPAC investment. We hope you don't cross that off because we need your $35. It's very important to us, mostly because we have our own PAC. 40% of that $35 investment comes right back here to this office into our PAC, again, to serve local and state candidates for office and other advocacy activities that we do, like Realtor and Government Day that will be in early February, which we also hope you'll join us. Second is a program called Direct Giver. It's very unique because we're the only state in the country that's allowed to do it. Direct Giver is an investment of $100 up to $999. The interesting thing about that is everything between $100 and $999 is 100% yours to invest any way you see fit on any candidate, local, state, or national that you see fit. Now, occasionally you'll get asked from either WRA or myself to support a candidate, be they a Democrat or Republican, but remember this, you will never, ever be asked to support a candidate that does not support your issues. That will never happen. Again, that is an investment of $100 to $999. It is 100% yours to use any way you see fit on any candidate, local, state, or national. Now, the third portion of this is the major investor. Here in Wisconsin, it's called the Large Donor Council. It is an investment of $1,000 to $10,000, and that investment is split 70-30. 70% you get to control, 30% is controlled by RPAC. Out of that 30%, 40% comes to this office. I know the math is sometimes confusing, but we have trustees here that decide where the money goes. At WRA, they have trustees that also decide where that portion of their PAC payments go as well. The nice thing, regardless of direct giver or large donor council, you don't have to pay it all at once. You can pay online through WRA.org using a Visa, a MasterCard, or an American Express. It's the first time we've been able to use that card. Again, you don't have to pay for it all at once. If you decide to be a major investor, you have several months to make your payment. If you start in January, we can set you up on an $85 a month payment. So by December, you'll have over $1,000 and you'll be recognized as a major investor. If real estate is your profession, then politics is certainly your business. Thomas Jefferson once said, "We in America do not have government by the majority. We have government by the majority who participate." The more participation you have in the Realtor Party, the stronger our collective voice will be, because it does matter to your business. It matters to your clients. The work we do as professionals and as an organization is good and lasting, and the Realtor Party is integral to the success of this business. So, here's where we're at. I'd like you to stay connected through the Realtor Party. You can sign up for their news. You can get on their Facebook page, their Twitter page, or go to realtorparty.com and just sign up, and you'll get periodic updates on what's going on in Washington, D.C. WRA sends out information all the time. Get on their mailing list so you know what's going on at the Capitol. and with your state organizations. Make sure that you read our newsletter here at RANWW.org. We put out a monthly newsletter. I also put out a newsletter every month letting you know what's going on politically. It's called the GAD Report. So those will be out usually around the 1st to 5th of every month. So make sure you follow those. If you need any help with anything as far as legislation goes, zoning goes, you see something that you don't feel is right locally as far as politics or some kind of an ordinance that may be trying to get passed and you've got questions on it, there's my contact information. I'm more than happy to help you anytime and any way I can. I'm at bruce@ranww.org, or you can tweet me at RealtorGad, @RealtorGad. So with that, thank you very much for your attention, and I wish you the very best in your real estate career. Remember, everyone here at the association is working for you to make you the best and biggest success we possibly can. Thank you for listening.